Yes, people, hope all is well. I'm going to do just a video about what I'm looking at for the week ahead. So, AU, just as I've been following a lot of all these pairs, um, doing a top down. I've done a top down on these pairs about a billion times, so I don't really need to do that much on these now. But basically, what I'm seeing now is this is our high, this is our low. We do actually have a big range, which is on the daily. So from this high to this low, so this is our range. You can see this is our 50%. So dropping it down to 4 hour, the 50% is this area. And we can drop a fib again from this high to this low. And you can see our fib or our 50% has actually already been tested. Now we're coming into some more premium pricing. What I do believe though, is I do potentially think that we are going to take out this high, but I'm just going to continue with motion so far. So you can see on the 4 hour, we've got our high, high, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high. So now I want to see if we can get that high, low and actually continue a little bit further up. And if we pull a fib from our high to our low, you can see the 50% of this whole range. So 50% of this range here we are 50%. That lines up super nicely with some supply that demand that I'm looking at, and also psychological level 7,100, so or 7,1,000. So what I do, and I am going to be anticipating going into next week, is I do want to see if we can just pop out this old high. This is 230 New York high. So what I do want to see is if price, like I've drawn on here, if price is actually going to come out and take that high and then actually start heading back down at least into this demand area, which is nice psychological level. So potential shorts in on AU for then longs. If we go price range, just take from that high. So about 50, 60 pips is what I'm looking at for this. For then when we do get back into this area to then look for accumulations, waiting for the lows of the manipulations, waiting for the break structure, waiting for the tests, and then the continuation. So AU, that is what I'm waiting for. I am waiting for price to come short and then actually potentially start heading up. Euro pound has been a little bit of a tricky one. Got some nice shorts in here going into last week. I was actually targeting this low. You can see we just missed it. So I do in fact actually intend on that getting taken out. There's a few things that could happen. There was a big strong area of here. This is a big area of supply resistance, support resistance, blah, blah, blah. I don't really use support and resistance, but you can see this is an area where the market has actually generated a lot of orders and liquidity throughout the past. So we broke above it, price come back down, tried to break above it again, but we didn't, we failed. And I do believe we are actually potentially going to start heading for some downside momentum on the daily. I do want to see if we can come out and take out this wick. But I do think that we could probably take out more targets prior to that. So we've got some equal lows in here. And I would want to see if this 10-hour is actually going to get tested or not. We do have some more pretty much equal lows in here. We've got some equal lows in here. So I would quite like to see if price is actually going to swiftly die off. If not, if we don't actually die off, potentially come down, mitigate out of something, and then actually start coming up, taking out this old high and actually starting to mitigate into that 4 hourly move, because we do have a nice 4 hourly supply zone, which I'm targeting up here. For the time being though, I'm just going to wait. I will be looking for next week potential shorts. You can see we had a break of this structure going into London. Asian, we took out old Asian high in here. Price come down in London. We have some London supply, which I'm going to be looking to see if price is going to come mitigate again. So really what I do want to see is if price is going to pop back up into the supply and then start heading off to the downside. Even if we just come in and take out these lows, still potentially about 4% gain risk, or the potential of a 7 times our risk gain. So that is what I'm waiting for. Obviously, Sunday price moves a bit differently going into Monday, so all of these could be completely invalidated. But I do want to see what we do get. Dollar, we have actually started to break this low. So again, I do even intend on price kind of coming up into said areas and then kind of giving us a move back down, at least into potentially this daily demand. This daily demand was kind of the one that really broke out of all of this region. After that, we just absolutely mooned. So other than this, I do expect price to come back into this level, and we do have this old weekly high, which I'm anticipating to get taken as well. So I'm going to wait for just some reaccumulations to play out to see if we do get that move, or if price is actually going to dump a little bit more. We do have a lot up in the upside that dollar can actually get taken out, but just for the time being, I do anticipate some shorter movements for the dollar, which gives me a bit more of an idea of what I want to do on AU, because I'm expecting AU to come down to then actually continue its bullish move, and dollar, I expect some sort of retracement to then actually continue its bearish move. One region which I probably could be looking at is something in and around here. This is probably going to be one because we mitigated at this, nothing in here. So potentially if price wants to come up, take out this high, mitigate, and then continue lower, that is something I will be looking for. But again, I'm going to wait just for Monday close, just to kind of give me a bit more of a bias on what I do want to see. But if you guys got any questions, please let me know. Feel free to fire away, and I'll help you as much as I can. All right, guys, thank you.